I'm Christina Horning. I'm originally from Belleville, Ontario. I'm working as a nurse, raising 3 wonderful children, and inspiring to finish my degree in registered nursing now. It's always been a passion of mine to work in the medical field. After I had my children, I pushed forward to go back to nursing, but I had some stumbles along the way. I was estranged from my family. I didn't have very much support in Belleville. So I moved up to Kemptville, where my grandmother and my aunt are. And I had a little bit of help with my 3 children. I was a single mom. I got myself an apartment here. And then my aunt actually came to me and told me about this application to start for Habitat for Humanity, which I never thought that I would get into at all. Because nothing ever went my way. It was always a struggle to do anything, all these roadblocks. But I was like, well, I'll try. No fingers crossed. I went through the whole application process and boom, it was my chance. It was my moment. I did achieve to receive the Habitat home, which I spent hours and days helping and putting in. It was called sweat equity work. So I helped build my home that I'm in today. With that, I was able to secure a job with a moving company. It was actually the moving company that moved me into this house. And I was like, wow, I can actually achieve these things. And I had a goal that once I got into the house, I wanted to secure a job. So I then secured a job and I was feeling really good about myself. I was starting to put some money away. And I was like, maybe I want to go back to school. It took me a couple years. I had 2 part-time jobs looking after the kids. I had my family that helped me out a little bit in the community that I built some supports with. I started saving lots of money, tucked it all away. I put down my first year's tuition. I applied, I got into school. I felt wonderful and I was like, oh my goodness, things are actually turning the corner for me. And then I started making little goals. Each year I was like, okay, I want to try to achieve this grade point average, or I want to build this project at school to maybe help out this way with the community. And things were just starting to roll into place. So eventually I graduated my RPN program with honors, and I was valedictorian, which was one of my little goals, which I set for myself. How I define success for myself is that the feelings I get when I achieve those little goals. Each time you achieve a little goal, no matter how little it is, and just taking that little step forward is success, and you need to thrive on those successes. Every time I had a little success, I developed another goal, and in achieving that was another success. So I would define success in the goals in which I've set and fulfilling them and seeing my life change and how things have become better for my children and myself. Work-wise, seeing as I'm a nurse, I see a lot of people who are in crisis and trying to help them out through those crises. Home life, it has been different, trying to keep the mental well-being of the children up, seeing as we have to stay home. There was homeschooling. It's been very, very busy, especially with the homework with the kids, my own homework, going to work, and just keeping a healthy balance of mind, body, and soul. When I moved here, once I started the Habitat for Humanity process, I found that my whole town of Kemptville came out, newspapers, the church, the Salvation Army, different community members, companies within this community. They came out and they volunteered all this time for somebody that they knew nothing about. And it was just so heartwarming. My goal was that I wanted to become my own homeowner. I didn't want to be not stuck, but defined as a Habitat homeowner. I wanted to own my own home. And in that regard was that Habitat helped me. So by paying off my mortgage or securing my mortgage with somebody else, with CIBC, I was able to give back to Habitat the way that they gave to me. So by paying off my home, I was able to secure somebody else within the community or within the area their own Habitat home, give them the chance in which I was given myself, because I know that was my moment of the beginning of my successes. So like Habitat says, it's not a handout, it's a hand up. So I received my hand up. The feeling that I got when I paid off the home was something that I'd never really felt before. Like I'd come through quite a bit, but I felt as though all my little goals that had me in tears sometimes had all been worthwhile. It made me feel so good. It made me feel independent. It was scary in a way, and it's still kind of scary, but it's the most amazing feeling I could have ever felt next to having my children. I have independence. I've secured a future for my kids. I now have some assets, and I'm independent. A piece of advice that I'd give to women today about facing challenges or pushing through them is don't let that challenge deter you from achieving your goals or achieving your inspirations or even getting through that day. You're worth more, you can do more, and no matter what's going on in your life or what circumstance you're in, you can get through it.